Carol, welcome to our student
Well,
spotlights. I know I'm super excited to have you on the call. I'd love to share with everybody on the call here a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living, and what allowed you to be lazy this week that you shared on earlier in the call? What do you do for a living?
I worked in customer service with the utility department here in Atmore. Um,
Okay.
I did that for like 13 years. Before that, I was a social worker with the Department of Human Resources in our county. I did that.
Okay.
That was my career.
Wow. Okay. So time to retire, and then you decided that you
Good.
weren't done. You weren't done, and you wanted to get into real estate. It sounds like, right?
Right.
What got you into real estate? Like why real estate? Why
Well,
why not just gardening and playing golf and doing that? Why jumping into real estate?
a couple things happened for me. Unfortunately, my brother passed away last year or last
Oh,
February.
I'm sorry.
I'd already planned on retiring, but after he died, I was kind of lost because I spent like 17 years taking care of my parents and him. So,
Oh wow.
so yeah. So I really didn't know what to do with myself. And then a friend, actually, it was his former caregiver, needed a place to live. She was renting on my property, but she needed to get her own place. She
Okay.
wasn't able to get it on her own, couldn't afford it, bad credit scores and stuff. So I had some money left in my HELOC. So I
Okay.
ended up funding that. So that became my first rental property back in like September,
Nice.
October.
Okay.
So that kind of spurred my interest in it. And I started
Okay.
reading about it. And then I started getting all this stuff on social media and And one day I got a text from Rental Property Pro, and I opened it and looked at it. And I liked the little spiel y'all did. And then I got set up with a call. And so here I am. And I closed last
Love
Friday
it.
on my first property since I joined RPP. So,
I love it. How long you when
so
did you originally join Rental Property Pro, Carol?
in about the middle of December, but I didn't really do
Okay.
much until I actually retired in January, the first of
Okay.
January.
Very
I
cool.
yeah, I was doing some of
Awesome.
my between that, but I didn't really kick it off with Rental Property Pro until like January.
Nice. So 3 months from joining till closing on your first property. And do you still have the property you bought with your
Yes,
HELOC
I
and
do.
all that? Okay, great.
He's
Awesome. So you have
renting
two
from
two
me.
houses.
It's not really cash flowing, but it's paying the
Okay.
HELOC. And
Yep.
I did it so that if she wants to, she can buy it from me later, or we'll continue the rent.
All right. Fair enough. And you have an asset, right? That's going to continue to appreciate and
Yeah,
grow in value
yeah,
and give you some tax write-offs
yeah.
and all that stuff. So it's perfect.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
I'm
it.
looking forward to doing that this year.
I love it. Now, um, with the property that I guess let's start with the property that you bought for your friend there. How did you find it? Did you just find it on the MLS like normal, or how did you find that
No,
property?
actually, it was. I knew she was looking and she was having trouble. Some land came up that was nearby, and I just liked the area. I thought it was a good fit. No
Okay.
rhyme or reason with it. And then I thought, in case she was going to get a trailer, it would give her a place to put it on, or put on a trailer there.
Okay, great.
Anyway, none of her things worked out, so we actually was just looking on Zillow and all, and Marketplace, and I found a tiny home. It was actually like the size of a mobile home. Um,
Nice.
it was like $20,000, and everything
Okay.
else was 40,000.
Yep.
And this, so it looked good. Audit, the biggest thing was having to find somebody to move it. That was a
Oh, really? Fair enough.
yeah. So I got that moved. I think it was in this like September. She liked it. It's one bed. It was perfect for her.
Okay.
She was in a small little shed. This was like almost like two sheds put together. So
Okay.
around here, you see those. people using them sheds, convert them to little houses, tiny
Yeah,
houses.
tiny homes is a big industry right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So anyway, that's where she's at now, and she's got her own little spot.
That's
So and
great. So you
and
bought a piece
good
of land
neighbors.
and your
Yeah,
neighbors even better. Well, no wonder you think it's a good neighborhood. It's the neighborhood you
yeah.
live in.
Well, it's about 10 miles down the road, but it's
All right,
nearby.
not
So yeah,
fair enough. I love
fair
it. So you
enough.
found a piece of land, you bought it, you found a tiny home, right? You made your own little development there, right?
I did. I did.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, congrats on that deal. And then let's talk about the one that you just purchased while inside of the program. Please
Okay.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you decided to do one of the done for you deals, right?
Yeah, that one's going to be the next one. I just closed on
Yep.
it, so now I'm working with Ashley and Nate and
Nice.
Dan to do that one. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to go to Memphis next month, the first part of next month, and
Nice. Okay.
close. I'm just waiting on some money, more money coming in. So
Got to wait for some more money. I love it. So you you bought one of the Berkey deals, right? So you bought it in crappy shape, right? And now
it's a turn.
we have
It's as a duplex too.
oh nice. Okay, so it's a duplex,
Uh-huh.
and you bought it. And how big's the renovation on the property?
It's she upped the price from 55, I think it was, to 75. So it's
Okay.
pretty much, I think they had started it, or somebody had started it, what I think Ashley told me, and then he couldn't finish with the payment, so it was foreclosed.
Okay.
So I don't know how far he had done, but it
Okay.
looks like pretty, I mean, some drywall's up, is all I could tell from some of the pictures, and that's about it. Pretty
Okay.
much it's going to
Great.
be a good bit
Cool.
inside.
Yeah, sounds like a full renovation for sure. So 75 for the reno. How much what was the purchase price on it?
Yeah, 213, but they're changing it because of the $75,000 reno. So it's
Okay.
actually going 190. She texted me the other day, and I don't have that broken down. So it's
Okay,
70.
good. So they
Yeah,
lowered the price point because of the increased
yeah,
renovation. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. And with the loan, the purchase price and all, it'll be 268 600, and with everything in there, the renovation and all.
268, 600. I love it. All right. So we're all in at 268, 600. How long
Right.
until it's done?
Hopefully 4 months is what we're planning on.
Love it. So we got a 4 month
So
timeline, and you've
mhm.
already, I would assume, like gotten the scope of work. You've already, obviously, you've talked with Dan, who's the lender who manages all the financing
I
for these
talked to
projects
them.
since they're done for you. Great. Cool. I love it. And then, what's it going to be worth when it's done? How much is the duplex going to be worth?
Purchase at two. Well, okay. Purchase at 213 600. Take it back. ARV is 316,000.
Perfect. Love it. Okay. So kind of recap those numbers for everybody on the call, right? You're buying at 190, right? So you got a reduction in the purchase price because the rehab budget came in
Mhm.
higher, right? We got
Yeah.
$75,000 in reno. And then with
Mhm.
closing costs and financing costs and everything, you're all in at the loan at 268, 600, it sounds
Six
like.
hundred. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got an after repair value of $316,000. That gives us somewhere in a ballpark of about $40,000 in equity, it sounds like. Is that about right?
Something like that. Mhm.
Awesome. That's awesome. And how's the process been so far? Right. It's like in terms of the ease of use, finding a property, getting the financing lined up. Has that been pretty simple for you?
Well, yeah, with this one, it has been. All I did is call Dan. They told me right off I'll be eligible. Sent the stuff in. They're just waiting on me to get some of my money coming in. That should be in by next week, so that I can proceed with the closing. And I want to go travel to Memphis to do the closing, so I can actually see the property. So
All
hopefully we
right. I
can get.
love it.
I kind of got a date of April the 7th in, so I can make sure everything. I got money in my account.
I love it. Okay, cool. So you're going to go down in person and do a closing. Now,
That's my plan.
why'd you choose to do like a done for you deal versus like going out and finding a property and doing it yourself?
because I hadn't found anything yet, and also was
Okay.
concerned I hadn't got to the part where I'm comfortable with it yet.
Okay.
You announced about the Little Rock deal, and
Yeah.
I talked to Kit, and he mentioned also that Ashley did it, which I'd also sat in on a group interview with a group call for Ashley and Nate and Dan a couple times. So I was already familiar. So anyway, um, just got in touch with Nate, and the ball got rolling. And next thing I know, I'm approved, and I'm going that way. I'm leaning on them so I can get more experience. So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what the team's there to do, right? Is
yeah,
to
right,
support you in all the aspects, right? Yes, you had a rental property coming into this, but still considered a new investor, right?
yeah.
Right out of the
It's
gates.
a BRRRR. I want to learn the BRRRR aspect of it, so hopefully I
Hmm.
can do one of my own closer to
Yep.
here. So. So I'm just going to see how this works out, and hopefully I'll get some money back rather than it all being taken out of the other way around. I need income and money.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have some built-in equity, right? We have about $40,000 in built-in
Yeah.
equity, it looks like,
Mm-hmm.
at least. Maybe we'll get even a more favorable appraisal and you'll get a value higher than 316. But for having it all done for you, right? The property
Yes.
found, the property
I like
renovated.
that aspect of it. Mm-hmm.
I know the financing set up for you, which we didn't talk about too, is you're a newer investor, which is
Yeah.
great. But you were able through Dan to secure 100% financing, right? 100% purchase,
Well,
100% renovation, right?
it's 80. Is it 80%? Well, Dan, I'm doing the hard money with.
Yeah, Dan's doing the hard money, and he was able to
Hard
give you
money. Yeah.
100%
Mm-hmm.
financing on that,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Right. I'm sorry. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Perfect. And then when you do the refinance, you'll do an 80%
80%.
loan to buy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. I love it. Well, good. Well, first and foremost, congratulations, golf
Thank you.
clap for your second property under contracts. We're going from beginner to experienced really quick, which is
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah,
Um,
it's fine. The needle's finally moving.
the needle is finally moving. I love hearing it, and I love the experience you're getting. Like it's kind of it's a done for you deal, but at the same time, you're getting to see how long the construction projects take, right? What a scope of work looks like, how hard money operates without like trying to figure it out all out on your own. Right. Someone's there to,
Right.
manage it for you and double check all your work, but at the same time, it's getting done and it's done correctly right out of the gate, which is great. Um, so what's the goal? Right. So you started this journey, you've retired, but now we're pseudo, I guess we'll say we're pseudo retired because we're still kind of working. We're investing.
Yeah.
What's the goal? What are you trying to get to?
Keep on, keep on, keep on. I'd
Keep
like
on
to
keeping on. There's no
keep on, keep
number
on.
in the future. You're just buying.
As long as the money hold out and I like doing it, I want to keep on. I'd like to have like 5 this year.
Okay,
Um,
nice. Five
and
properties. I love that.
yeah, and so that would make 4 if everything goes through after the done for you with Nate and all. So,
Nice.
and it's already just gone almost April, so maybe I get 7 or 8. I don't know.
Hey, why not? Let's try to get 7 or 8. I love it.
I want to try the BRRRR on my own. I also am interested in maybe a turnkey, one of the
Okay,
Little Rock property. Um,
good.
and um, I also I'm looking for things for cash flowing. Since
Yeah.
I'm old and retired, I've got to look for things retire. I mean, to bring in some money. So
Yeah. And talk about that for a second. You're looking for cash flow. What are you looking for? Is there like a dollar amount? Like how much extra money a month are you looking to create to kind of supplement your retirement?
um, about 2,500 at the least a
Wow.
month.
Okay.
But to go back to where I was, which wasn't, I was just a part-time job, but that's
Hmm.
what I would like. But I don't know how long it will take me to get there for sure. It depends on how much cash flow each time.
Yeah, I mean, you get 8 properties this year, like, you think you might, I'm sure
I
that'll
might.
cover your 2,500, right? So that's
I
your
hope.
initial goal is 2,500. What's the stretch goal? Like
Yes.
what would it be to replace your income that you did have?
Did have, oh, well, that's about 2,500 a month.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so that was my low end, but I'd like to get up to 5,000 a month.
Beautiful. Super realistic. Super, super realistic. And you keep moving at this pace in, probably two years, you'll be there, recreating that 5 grand a month. And,
Yeah,
then you really can choose if you want to retire or not, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I might not want to then,
Who
because
knows?
it's given me something to do after my brother passed away. It's
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of cathartic, right? Give you something to focus on and put your time and energy into, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
That's fair.
It is.
Now,
So,
obviously you joined Rental Property Pro to support you in this journey, right?
mhm.
What are the biggest things that you found in Rental Property Pro that was helpful, right? What were the maybe one or few things that you found like that were most useful and supportive for you as a new investor?
I like the, I guess you call the lessons. It
Okay.
gives me a lot of
Yeah.
information. It puts it in a way that it makes it easier to understand, and also it's just kind of like, unfortunately, I want to know what's going on in the last section, and I'm still over here in this section. But it
Yeah.
breaks it down where you can understand it and realistically, and makes you feel like, okay. And the other thing I would say is, the group calls and stuff, going, doing that.
I love it.
Because it kind of get down sometimes, like, okay, because there's some that didn't work out, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm not
Yep.
doing this too well. And then I got back into the group calls and some one-on-ones, and it motivated me more. So
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you said, the pre-recorded trainings, they're great, right? It's like a good foundation builder, a good information gatherer, right? But having those group calls and those one-on-one calls, one, you get to see everybody else is struggling, right? At times,
right,
just like you, and you
and
also get
the
to see that
same
everyone
stuff as
has,
you're concerned. Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I
and
think what
everybody has
everybody else is
successes.
concerned with. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Like you're not alone, right? You're not out here on this island doing
right.
something wrong.
Oh yeah, they have the
Everybody's
same thing that I'm talking about. Where's this money gonna come from? What am I gonna do if I'm running out of money? Uh,
How are we going to find money? How are we going to find properties,
yeah, how
right?
are we gonna find money? What is hard
Yeah, I
money?
love it.
What's that kind of stuff?
I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. And, you know, obviously, you jumped into retirement and then jumped right into real estate from there. You know, if you were to give anyone some advice that is kind of on the fence about whether it's joining Rental Property Pro or just getting into real estate in general, what advice would you give them that you wish maybe you heard, getting into this journey?
if if you like it, you enjoy it, is it something you want to do, go for it. You
I
know,
love it.
just go for it. Try to stay focused. If you, like I said, if you get stuck or whatever, get back on the group calls and one on one. I'll let y'all lead us, help us, guide us through it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Nike made billions upon billions of dollars with one slogan, right? Just do it. You just do it. If you enjoy
just do
it,
it.
just do
Just
it.
do it. Just do it.
Exactly.
If it's something you think you might like, just do it. Because
I
my
know.
sister,
Three simple words, right? That
just do it.
we could all live by. That's for sure.
Mhm.
What were you saying
And
about your sister, I think?
my sister has been super supportive. Like
Oh, I
after
love
I
that.
joined RPP,
Hmm.
she took over. I go, I did this thing. I spent this money and I got in this program. I'm not so sure about this. She said, Carol, you like doing it? Go for it. You enjoy it. It makes you happy. Don't worry about the money. Just do it, and you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it it really is a huge help when the people closest to you or the people inside of your network are supportive, right?
Yeah,
Because you just sit back and imagine like what happens if she came over and goes, "Oh, that's a scam," or "Oh, you can't do that," or "Oh, that's not, you
exactly.
should just be retiring," right? That would have changed your entire outlook, right?
It would have.
Surrounding your
It would have.
right. Exactly. And just surrounding yourself with people that got your best interest in mind and saying, hey, you know what? You want to go for it. You're excited about it. I see the passion that you have for it. Jump in and I got you, right? Like
Yeah,
that makes the world of difference. So make sure
makes a
to
world of
spend a little extra on your sister for her birthday this year. All right. Just for all that support.
well, she goes with me to look at property. She likes that too. So she's kind of my
Nice.
sounding board. So she lives on my property too. So she's just
Nice.
yeah. So she moved back home to help take care of my brother. So I have
That's
her help.
fair.
How she's supporting me.
I feel like she's watching you, right? You might be the guinea pig. She's like, I really like this, but I'm gonna let
She may
Carol go
be.
out,
She may be. I
figure it
don't
all out
know.
first, and then I'll
So
jump
yeah,
in, right?
yeah, maybe.
I love it. That's awesome. Um, Carol, any last words of advice for newer students, newer investors who are, just getting into rental property pro? Any last words of advice you might give them that you wish you heard?
Just like I said before, I think is just to stay the course.
Yep.
Um, just stay the course. You know, believe in yourself. If, like I said, if you like it, let's just go for it.
I
You
love it,
know,
right? So there's always going to be ups and downs, right? And
it's going
you're,
to be ups and downs.
yeah,
And yeah, and mine, like I said, I had three that didn't go work out at all, and then finally last week I got my first one.
yep,
And and the day before I didn't even know. The lender was still asking me stuff for stuff the day before. I'm like,
yeah.
is he gonna get this fixed? Is he going to get this done? So
I love that. Yeah, and you're going to have your ups and downs. There's going to be challenges, right? It's just how you deal with those
mhm.
challenges determines your success, right? If you keep moving
Yeah,
forward, the
yeah.
likelihood of your success just grows exponentially. I love it.
And this
Awesome.
program allows you to do it at your speed because I know a lot of people are still working. Kind of do it as you want. Don't feel pressure. Just do it at your speed.
I love that. Yeah, yeah. We're not the only person we're competing against is ourselves, right?
Right.
There's no expectation other than what we've put on ourselves, which is awesome. Awesome. Well, Carol, first and
Yeah,
foremost, thank you very much for joining us.
that's all right.
Congratulations on all your success, guys. If you have any questions for Carol, feel free to drop them in the chat or unmute yourself. We'd love to tag team any questions that you might have. But Carol, it's been an absolute freaking pleasure getting to chat with you, hearing your story, and going through everything with you,
Okay.
guys. Any questions for Carol? We good?
This is
Actually,
Giovanni. Oh,
Oh,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
Yeah, you go.
I
You go
just,
first.
I just wanted to say congratulations to her. And I do have to say I was feeling kind of down a bit, but she did provide some motivation.
I love it.
Um, I guess my question would probably be when I book a call is my issue is the credit, so it's like how can I get to the 100% financing while I'm working on the credit?
Yeah, absolutely, man. If you haven't set up a one-on-one coaching call for next week, do that for sure, and we can dive into all that stuff on that one-on-one. All right, man.
All right, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Delshawn, what'd you have? What question do you have, bud?
This was kind of related to what Giovanni was saying, but it sounds like that Dan Butler financed this entire deal.
It's
And
yes.
this is a Berkey deal, and I was kind of confused on how the Berkeys actually worked.
Hmm.
So it sounds like you pay it at. It looks like the way the deal works. You kind of pay upfront, so it's like a retail deal, and you're paying for the renovations up front, right?
So it's like a BRRRR property, right? So you're buying, you're using hard money to buy a property that's in crappy condition, and you're also financing or funding the renovations, right? So then over the course of 2, 3, 4 months, the renovations get done, and you've had that hard money loan for that period of time, and then once it's done, then you go through the refinance process, right? With the Berkey, you're probably not going to get all your money out of the deal, right? But there is built-in equity. Like in her case, she's about 40 some thousand dollars in built-in equity, which will allow her to probably only have like 5% in the deal or something like that. Yep.
So in relation to what Giovanni was saying, like if you're working on credit and Dan Butler as a private money lender or hard money lender, he gets you into the deal. You're able to purchase the property, finance
Hmm.
the renovations, but upon exit, you're still going to have good credit to do the DSCR to refinance Dan out of the deal, right?
Yeah, on the exit, you're going to want to have probably somewhere around a 620 or above credit score to manage that refinance into a DSCR loan. Yep.
In this particular situation with Carol, what were like the numbers in terms of what you purchased it for?
Yeah.
What was the renovation amount? And upon exit, what you're going to have to leave into the property?
Yeah. Carol, if you don't mind, I'll just hand over those numbers. Purchase price was 190. Uh, renovations were
Nice.
75,000. The
Mhm.
actual loan amount, once it was all done, said and done, was 268,600, and the estimated ARV is $316,000. And this is a duplex, just so you know. So that's where we are.
The duplex.
And
Yeah.
what's the
And
estimated rents on that duplex for each side?
okay, good thing we didn't even mention that. And they when Nate and Ashley, they give you some breakdowns here. So when you're done for your deal, they
Yep.
explain it all to you and give you this itemized list and all. So I referred to it several times. Let's see. Okay,
So the
if it's
ARV
cash,
was 360 or 316.
I think
316.
it's three. Yeah. If it's
Right. So
cash paying, the rent range is like 23.62 for both apartments. If it's going to be Section 8, which I think it is going to be, it looks like it's 29.50.
Total.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Okay.
what's the pity going to be on that?
The
The what?
PITI,
Yep.
the
Oh,
PITI,
okay.
PITI payment. I don't know.
About 1814.
Okay.
And that was based on about 7.15 interest rate. So I don't know if that'll go down when we actually do the refinancing.
Yeah, I've been underwriting at 7.5 just to be conservative for myself, but still,
Yeah.
you're getting over $1,000.
Yep.
That's strong versus a single family
Yes.
rental.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a great
Yeah,
deal.
I'm excited about this one. Yes.
I know. And we think
And
about
get
it, right?
more
Like
than
your goal
yeah.
was to get to $2,500, right? That's
Yeah.
almost half of it right there.
Right there. Yeah. So I'll just have to put that back in the business count though, so I can do more deals.
She's on the deal train, guys. Watch out. Carol's
Yeah.
getting deals done.
You guys make it easy.
Yeah, I think it is. So
One more question. So the amount of money she leaves in the property is about roughly 12,000. So she's truly going to break even after about 12 months, right?
Yep. Yep. That's about right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, no worries, Sean. Great questions, man. Appreciate it. Awesome, guys. Awesome questions. Anybody have anything else? Oh, I think I heard Clementina. Clementina, what do you got?
Yes, one more question. Can she does she have to wait like 90 days before she can move her loan to a DSCR?
She will, in most cases, but the rehab's going to take 4 months, so she's going to be fine. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I want to say something.
Yeah, go for it.
Guillermo here. Congratulations, Carol, on your achievements. It's very encouraging, like
Thank you.
Giovanni said. It's very motivational. I'm into my second deal as well with Ashley. In fact, we're
Nice.
closing next Tuesday a new
All
property
right.
in Memphis, which is going to be my second property,
Hey,
second investment property. So, yes, we're in the same path. So, congratulations on that. And, yeah,
Congratulations.
12,000 is like around the amount and I'm going to invest to get into this deal. And yeah, it's pretty good. The Berkeys to me are working so good. Congratulations.
Nice.
I hope to do more of those. Yeah.
And congratulations, Guillermo. And I got one more question now that you brought that up.
Yeah.
So if Dan Butler is paying for the purchase and renovation, what money is the investor putting into the deal that's being lumped into the deal? Like, what is Guillermo's investment? What was Carol's investment out of pocket?
Okay, what it's got here is my front end closing. Closing one is like 16,300.
There we go. That's it.
So
And
just
then I've got
the closing
then I've got
costs.
holding the closing costs. The holding cost is about 10,000, almost 11,000. But the closing cost they estimate about 2,000, and then administrative fee.
Real quick, so you brought up holding costs. Is Dan's covering the holding costs? That's coming out of that part, or are you covering the holding costs?
I'll be covering the holding cost.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be a monthly principal and interest payment. Yep.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
to pay that.
Or sorry, a monthly interest only payment.
Interest payment. Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Understand.
Cool, guys. And then what'll happen is, let's say, we're set for closing, or we're set for refinance, or the construction to be done at the end of month 4. At the end of month 3 is when we'll start the refinance process, right? We'll connect with the bank. We'll get so basically the day after the construction's completed, we can get the appraisal done, and then a week or so later, we can get the refinance done, so we can get rid of that hard money interest only payment as quickly as possible and get it into long-term debt as well.
DSCR, you guys are just going off of fair market rents because you don't have it leased out yet?
Yeah, so we're going off of what'll happen is whenever you go through the process of doing the refinance, the lenders that we work with, they'll actually have the appraiser pull what the fair market rents are with the appraisal that they do on the property, and the bank will base the DSCR loan numbers off of what the appraiser shared. Yep.
So in this case, are they going to use that first number that you mentioned for the rents, or are they going to use the Section 8 numbers for the DSCR ratio?
On the appraisal, they'll reference both.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry for all the questions. This is just really
No,
sparked
yeah,
my
very
interest.
No,
Yep, me too.
I just want to say, if I can add something to it,
Please, Guillermo.
my appraisal came up a little higher than it was expected, so I got a little bit more room over there to play with numbers. Yeah,
That's
I bought
great,
the property in Memphis. It was 190 purchase price, and then the appraisal came to 235. So I got like 45K right there in equity.
Okay, easy peasy. I like that, man.
Yes. Very happy.
That's it. That's an easy way to make 45 grand. I wish we could all do that all day long, right?
And the best of all, I only did 15 grand to get into this deal.
Oh, wow.
Including
Great.
everything, because that 5 extra is going to cover my refi cost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So I'm getting ready to the next one.
All right. It's rinse and repeat,
Yeah, I got
right?
two projects in the next few days.
So, Guillermo, were you able to pull out all the money that you put in initially?
No. Like I said, I left like 15K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, misunderstood. Thanks.
I'm gonna get like I'm getting like 500 a month. So in a 2-year, I'll get that money back.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Good stuff, guys. We got wins left and right here. Great questions as well, too. Carol, thank you again. Congratulations to all your success. Guillermo, congratulations to yours as well, too. Giovanni, I'm super happy. This was, eye-opening for you. Give you a little bit of motivation as well, too. I mean, guys, just awesome work. And Carol, thank you for being an inspiration for all of us and the community. And thanks for sharing your story.
Coach Rob has been in my corner every time. He's been very accessible. He's helped me all the way.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Coach Rob.
Yeah.
Carol, who do you want to give a shout out to a specific coach?
Well, Rob was the last one that I talked to right before my coach, so it helped me too. So, but
all
I like
right,
Jen.
we'll give
Jen, I'm liking Jen's Wednesday Power Her hour.
Yep.
I got the last 2 weeks, so I'm enjoying those.
Good. For all the ladies on the call, make sure you get on Jen's Power Her hour every single Wednesday, guys.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
They're good. They're good. All right, guys. Happy Friday. Thanks again, Carol. Have a great weekend. I'll chat with you guys later.
Thank you so much.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.
You.
Bye.
Bye.